welcome back to Common Sense Living Podcast. I'm so thrilled to have you join me again today. My Common Sense episodes, thought-provoking conversations, and inspiring stories I know you're going to love. As a health professional, my focus will be on health, the way I was taught. So always consult with your healthcare provider. So today, we're going to talk about my purpose, a dandy story, Dandelion, garden information, skin, chemicals, advice, thoughts to ponder, and some tips. So sit back, grab your pen and paper, and get ready to dive in. I'm your host, Annalie Master. Let's get started. First, this is brought to you by Avini Health. That's www.avini, A-V-I-N-I, health, HEALTH.com/Ann Lemaster, ANNLEMASTER 8084. And also Taming Diabetes Differently. It's a 60-day course and with or without monthly coaching calls. And you can contact me at annlemaster@yahoo.com. That's ANNLEMASTER@yahoo.com. So with that, now let's start on purpose. So my purpose, if you don't know me, if this is your first time, is to educate by raising the awareness about the importance of consuming holistic foods made by nature as God intended. I do this through my Taming Diabetes Differently course, as well as monthly coaching program. I developed the WIFD, W-I-F-D, where I share how toxic food leads to inflammation, which leads to weight gain and ultimately diabetes. You'll learn how to implement positive changes to impact your health and so much more. I promote an informed approach to health, empowering individuals to make choices that best suits their personal health needs. Excuse me. And also, I inspire as an example of how holistic health and spiritual connection look like in practice. By sharing my personal journey, I aim to inspire others to pursue their own paths to health and happiness, fostering a community that supports and uplifts its members. And to heal, I provide effective natural health solutions to impart my knowledge and experience, allowing you, the client, effective tools to promote healing and optimize the quality of your health, whereby you can enjoy life. So you can contact me at tamingdiabetes@yahoo.com. That's TAMINGDIABETES@yahoo.com. And you can seek the quality healthcare products at avinihealth.com, Annalie Master / anyway, I'll say it again. So, okay, so now let's talk about dandy. Hello, I'm a dandelion. A lot of people call me a weed, but I'm a friend and come to help you. My flowers are the first food for insects after hibernation, and unlike most other plants, I have pollen and nectar. Not merely one or the other, and I am generous with them. When you see me, remember that I'm the only one who wants and can grow in that particular spot, because either the soil is too compact, too hard, too stomped on, and I want to loosen it for you with my roots. Or there is too little calcium in the soil. Don't worry, I'll replenish that with the dying of my leaves. Or the soil is too acidic, but I will also improve that for you if you give me the chance. Or a mixture of the above reasons, of course. I'm here because your soil needs my help, so best you let me grow without disturbing me. When everything is fixed, I will disappear again, I promise. Are you trying to remove me prematurely with my root? However meticulous you are, I will return 2 times as strong, just until your soil is improved. You can even tell by my growth at which stage my health is at. If my leaves are flat on the ground, then I'm far from ready. But if they all reach up, then I'm already a long way on my way. During the day, when it's hot, I open my flowers, but in the evening, when it cools off, I close them again quickly. In fact, it's not hot enough during the day, I won't open them at all. My flowers are even delicious for you people, by the way. Did you know? I used to be called honey or gold of the poor because my flowers are so sweet like for jam, sauce, or salad. The internet is full of recipes, so check them out. But wait until the end of May or later before you start picking, and even then, don't pick everything yet. The biodiversity and bees will be very grateful. I have tons of healing properties too. And then going to talk about the gardening part. Fruits and veggies become less nutritious. If you compared a carrot today with a carrot from 40 years ago, you might be surprised to find the nutritional value of today's carrot is noticeably lower. I don't even think they taste like carrots anymore. The carrot would still be loaded with vitamin A, fiber, and other critical nutrients needed for your health, but there would be a bit less of all those nutrients. So the decrease of nutrient value in crops. The Journal of the American College of Nutrition released a study that looked at the difference between crops from 1950 and 1999. The study looked at the water level and quantities of 13 different nutrients in 43 different garden crops, most of which were veggies. After compiling all the data and adjusting for various factors such as moisture, content of the soil, the researchers found that all 43 of the foods measured showed statistically reliable declines in 6 critical nutrients. And those are protein, the building block of all muscle and tissue in the human body; calcium, the nutrient required for healthy bones, teeth, and the digestion of fats; iron, the mineral that plays a critical role in the production of red blood cells to transport oxygen and nutrients around the body; potassium, the mineral that works with sodium to balance out fluid levels in your body; riboflavin, also known as vitamin B2, which is critical for reducing the frequency of migraines and headaches; ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C, a potent antioxidant that is critical for immune function, reducing oxidative stress, promotes healing, and enables your body to maintain and form connective tissue. The other 7 nutrients measured in the study were not significantly affected over the passage of time, but the decline in these 6 nutrients ranged from 6 to 38%. That's a pretty noticeable decrease in the nutrient quality of food. The study ended by saying, "We suggest that any real declines are generally most easily explained by changes in cultivated varieties between 1950 and 1999, in which there may be trade-offs between yield and nutrient content. However, aside from the varieties of fruits and vegetables grown, there could be another explanation why our produce is becoming less nutritious. The soil has become depleted. Modern farming methods have stripped a lot of nutrients from the soil, and each generation of fast-growing crops is continuing the damage to soil quality. There's a very real risk that the decline in soil quality will continue to lead to the decline of nutritional value in our produce. Is there a way to stop the problem or reverse the trend? According to a researcher from the University of Texas, the solution is to find ways to improve soil quality, including alternating fields between growing seasons, that's called crop rotation. This is an old school farming method, letting land sit fallow, that restores the fertility to the ground. It's part of crop rotation, and it can help to both avoid surplus production and improve soil quality. Avoiding chemical pesticides and fertilizers. These can not only kill off a lot of the nutrients in produce, but can actually be absorbed into the soil, where they will linger and ultimately be absorbed into the produce itself. Trying organic growing methods, like organic methods use pesticides and fertilizers that are all natural and encourage better soil quality, the way Mother Nature intended. While organic growing is more expensive, it can help to restore lost nutrients to the soil, thereby restoring nutrients to the veggies and the fruits that we grow. The good news, however, is that fruits and veggies are still loaded with nutrients, though their nutritional value may have decreased in the last few decades. The decrease isn't so much that the fruits and veggies are useless. They're still your best source of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. In fact, you can eat more veggies and fruits, which is not only great for getting more nutrients, but will aid in weight loss and control efforts very effectively. So there's the toxic truth about food, that food is really medicine. Diets have changed over the years, and in 1974, glyphosate use became widespread. In 1994, over 87,000 man-made chemicals in the last 100 years in food, air, water, medicine, etc. There has been a steady increase in chronic disease from 118 million in 1995 to over 170 million by 2030. The obesity rate in 1997 was less than 20%, and in November of 2018, it was over 31%. And kids' health, they become inflamed from the junk, the fast food stores, not to be picky on just one particular one, which causes the inflammation, which increases the chances of diseases. So next, we're going to have In Search of a Youthful Appearance. Oh, yes, we're all searching for that, aren't we? Yes, well, let's see, I've got a, oops, I'm not used to the screen yet. I've got a brown spot right there. Too much sun. No hat. So anyway, let's listen in. Acne clears, fine lines under eye bags and wrinkles disappear. And of course, faces get thinner. Have you ever wondered why you still struggle with aging skin despite using the latest, most expensive skincare products, religiously applying sunscreen and wearing hats? The answer might be closer than you think, lurking in your daily diet. Yes, you heard that right. Sugar could be the culprit behind your skin's premature aging. Let's delve into the science behind this phenomena. When we consume sugar and ultra-processed carbs, they react with proteins in our body through a process called glycation. That's the literal browning of our skin and organs. This reaction forms advanced glycation end products called AGEs, or AGEs as I'll refer to them, which are harmful compounds that damage collagen and elastin, the building blocks of youthful, firm skin. Collagen, the protein responsible for maintaining skin strength and elasticity, is particularly vulnerable to the effects of ages. As ages accumulate in our skin over time, collagen fibers become stiff and less resilient, forming wrinkles, fine lines, and sagging skin. And no, taking collagen supplements is not going to reverse this, and there's a ton of them out there. More ages can disrupt the normal functioning of melanocytes, resulting in dark patches on the face or the neck. Yeah, right. Oops, right there, remember? While creams, supplements, and sunscreen protect and nourish our skin externally, they can only do so much. The real battle against aging begins from within. By reducing our intake of sugar and ultra-processed carbs, we can significantly slow down the formation of ages and preserve the integrity of our skin's collagen. Eliminating sugar can be challenging, especially in today's world where sweet treats seem to be everywhere and sugar is in everything. Or let's back that up and say alternative sugars. However, making small but conscious changes to your diet can make a world of difference to your skin and overall health and well-being. So the next time you reach for that sugary snack, think twice about the long-term impact it could have on your skin. Your future self will thank you for it. And if you're going to spend money trying to fix your skin, why don't you do two things for yourself? Fix your skin with decent food that will fix your health issues to some degree. No miracle, but you are what you eat. And if you eat junk, your body is junk. So, with that, wet my whistle. It makes me want to scream. A recent study exposed how ice cream and popsicles sold in the US are loaded with toxic chemicals banned in other parts of the world. Same with makeup, by the way. You can buy a European makeup and you think because you get it here in the States, even if you order it from Europe and have it shipped to the United States, two different formulas, one for the European and one for Americans. So, oh, my nose tickles today. So beware if you plan to enjoy frozen creamy ice cream or icy tart popsicles this summer because you're being exposed to countless toxins 24/7, especially if you live here in the US. Just look at the toxins in ice cream, popsicles, and frozen treats at your grocery store or in your freezer. One of the worst of these toxins is titanium dioxide, a colorant that creates a smooth finish and adds shine and brightness to frozen desserts. Now, if that was on a grocery shelf, would you pick that up and think that that's a food that you should eat? Titanium dioxide, it even sounds dangerous. It's used by dozens of brands, and it is an absolute nightmare for your health. Studies have shown that because titanium dioxide molecules are so tiny, they can build up in the body and actually cause DNA damage. In fact, titanium dioxide is so toxic, it was labeled unsafe for human consumption and banned across Europe. Yet shamefully, it's still included in countless foods and products here in the US. In addition to ice cream and popsicles, titanium dioxide is in trail mix and granola, Campbell's soup, macaroni and cheese, brand name cookies, cheese, creamer, and salad dressing, kids' meals like Lunchables. The list goes on and on. Because titanium dioxide is used in so many food products, it's difficult to completely avoid it. But even if you do manage to avoid titanium dioxide, you're still being bombarded by toxins around the clock. Maybe you've even seen the headlines: plastics in your food, forever chemicals in your sparkling water, cooking spices laced with lead and other heavy metals, toxins in every sip of your coffee, and on and on. Our world is toxic. And this article was by Dr. Wendy Myers. Sometimes I don't have the source because I just take excerpts out, and I guess I'm excited, but if you want to know my sources, I could probably provide you a list. Are you or someone you know dealing with blood sugar issues like diabetes? You can lower, even reverse these issues. I lowered my A1C from 5.9 to 4.9 in just 6 weeks. My doctor was impressed. I'm a nurse, certified health coach, and educator. Gift yourself or another with this course, Taming Diabetes Differently. Change your life and theirs. Contact Ann Lee Master at tamingdiabetes@yahoo.com or call 972-948-9976 and be sure to leave a message. How you speak to yourself and the world around you makes a huge difference on how you feel about yourself. So I started working to eliminate sugar. I noticed my self-talk had changed. I don't like the taste and effects of sugar. That's what I changed it to. I didn't believe it at first, but I kept saying it. And sure enough, after a while, it became true. I used to love sugar so much. And now I look at it and I think, oh, it's killing me. Little by little, every sweet lick of that ice cream cone, I don't do the soda anymore, so I can't say every sip of soda, but it would be. Today, I really just cannot stand the things that are too sweet. And I especially hate anything with refined sugars. A big part of this turnaround had to do with changing how I spoke to myself. I also use a lot of visualization, and that's another technique for success in eliminating sugar. So imagine yourself being successful at succeeding at eliminating the sugar. So you are grocery shopping and your basket is full of good food, but you're in the checkout line, and on both sides there are those brightly colored packages of sugar. Remind yourself how harmful they are. See yourself passing them by. You are at that family potluck and see a loaded dessert section. Visualize yourself turning away and finding something else to munch on at the main table full of better food choices. It's after work on a Friday and you're out with some of the friends. Imagine yourself ordering and enjoying a club soda or just water with a lemon in it instead of the usual glass of wine or a mixed drink. You came to be with friends, so see yourself getting more than enough pleasure from just being with them without needing alcohol. And lastly, self-talk and visualize. If you're a meditator or go deeply into prayer, when you get to the alpha state, rehearse your affirmations of who you want to be and dwell on how good it feels when you are accomplishing it. It really helps accelerate your progress. The work of Dr. Joe Dispenza in his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, is a great resource for this level of work. I have a personal quote that what you think about, you bring about. And it's so true. It is like a magnet. So I think, yes, I did say we have some advice. So a bit of advice, it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I have thought about this Louise quote thousands of times over the years. When I first heard it, I really didn't understand how transformative it could be. But over time, I began to realize the true power of this message. It was really the basis for much of what Louise taught for so many years, and it has helped so many people, including me. The simple truth is so empowering because once you really take it in, you know you can always make your life better just by changing the way you're thinking. So many of the troubles we think we have are really created by our own thoughts. We have about 10,000 thoughts a day, and many of those are negative ones that we choose to think about ourselves and our circumstances, when in reality, they aren't true at all. The second bit of advice is very similar, yet it's different. While doing the PBS special for his book, The Power of Intention, Wayne Dyer said, "If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." The minute Wayne said this for the first time, it began to resonate with listeners and viewers because so many people related to this statement. There are other newsletters about this quote and the simple power it can have in your life if you really apply it. Just take the time to look at circumstances in your life from a different view or lens, and you will be surprised how those things change. Another bit of advice is from a country song called Buy Dirt. That's like in Purchase Dirt, by Jordan Davis. There's a lyric in the song that says, "Do what you love, but call it work." This is probably the best advice because if you can do what you love every day and get paid for it, your life will be much richer. This resonates with me because I consider myself very lucky to do what I love and I'm called passion. People ask me when I'm going to quit work, but I don't think I'll ever quit because I don't think of what I do as being work. Now, this doesn't mean that I couldn't find something else I love doing, and it doesn't mean I have loved every single task every single day. There have been some very challenging times for sure. But overall, it's been wonderful spending time learning, doing, and sharing. Because what good is it to know, to do, if you don't share? So I hope you find something in these pieces of advice that you can apply in your own life. So now I invite you to join me on your or our quest to better health and being. You may reach me at tamingdiabetes@yahoo.com. In the meantime, here are a few tips. We have breakfast tips for type 2 diabetes, hydration for immune health, and replacing your sugar. Okay, so here's the tips for more breakfast tips for type 2 diabetics. When you're planning your healthy breakfast, keep these points in mind. Eat in moderation, watch your portion sizes. As a healthcare coach, I can help you to come up with a plan that's right for you. Go lean, choose lean meat, fish, poultry, or other protein-rich foods like tofu and peanut butter. And please, 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 please have your meat be organic. I read an article about farm-raised fish and it would make you ill, literally. Veg out. Aim to incorporate vegetables into breakfast in order to meet the minimum recommended 3 to 5 servings of non-starchy veggies a day. Choose healthy fats. Those include olive oils, avocado, and nuts. Use the plate method. The CDC suggests filling a half your plate with non-starchy veggies, a quarter with lean protein, and the remaining quarter with a grain or a starch, and sip smartly. Water is the healthiest choice. Think outside the box. Don't worry about eating a typical breakfast. It's okay to break the rules about what's considered a breakfast food. If you feel better eating leftovers from supper containing lean meat or fish, vegetables, and a small serving of a whole grain, then go for it. In the Mediterranean region, breakfast typically includes chickpeas or hummus, whole grain bread, and even vegetables such as a cucumber salad. When it comes to breakfast, time it wisely. Time your breakfast so that you're physically hungry, but don't wait until so late in the morning that you make poor choices when you select something to eat. So hydrating for immune health, because if you're too dehydrated, that's not a healthy thing. Your cells just don't flush out, operate right. So hydrating natural solutions that support immune health. What's the easiest way to support health? The answer is quite simple: hydration. Drinking plenty of pure, filtered, or spring water and even herbal tea helps keep your immune system, circulation, digestion, metabolism, and brain in top shape. Experts continue to debate how much fluid we need to drink every day, but many health proponents agree that chronic health conditions can be related to dehydration. A chronically dry state leads to inflammation, fatigue, headaches, impaired circulation, immune imbalances, digestive troubles, brain fog, and more. Other signs of dehydration can include memory changes, anxiety, joint pain, and irritability. The good news is there are many natural solutions that help hydrate your system while delivering additional immune and overall health benefits. One of the best and oldest is a timeless immune remedy. Recommendations for long-term immune support is a cup of plain hot water with fresh lemon and ginger. This is an excellent immune fortifying, hydrating, and energizing beverage that's rich in antioxidants and other nutrients. Lemons are packed with vitamins A, C, and B6, as well as iron. And ginger boasts vitamin C, B3, niacin, folate, riboflavin, and B6, along with potassium, iron, phosphorus, zinc, and magnesium. Easy immune supportive teas like hot or iced is chai tea, CHAI is an excellent immune aid and health tonic. Typical spices in chai include ginger, star anise, cardamom, cloves, and cinnamon. Nutmeg and fennel are sometimes added as well. These fragrant spices provide natural support for the immune system. They can also help soothe digestion, balance metabolism, and help fight signs of aging and cognitive decline. Chai is usually combined with black or green tea, both of which are also shown to support immune function. Now, I know Panera and several other stores have chai latte tea, as you might say, but that is not what they're talking about, because you can taste the sugar in that, but that's chai latte, not chai tea. And matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A, is a concentrated powdered green tea that has been used in traditional Japanese tea ceremonies for decades. Antioxidant rich matcha has approximately 10 times the power of green tea, and while it contains a small amount of caffeine, it also has the beneficial calming effects of L-theanine to help balance out the effects of caffeine. Try cold brew matcha. It contains a lot of water compared to the small amount of caffeine in it. Hibiscus tea is another great hydrating beverage and is especially refreshing iced on a hot day. Hibiscus has a lot going for it health-wise. It's a natural diuretic, a source of electrolytes, including potassium and magnesium, and it's a concentrated source of antioxidants. It's also caffeine-free, so it won't dehydrate your system. Research shows that hibiscus tea supports healthy blood pressure, inflammatory responses, cholesterol, weight loss, liver health, and more. So replenish with natural electrolyte waters. Most electrolyte beverages are full of sugar and other additives. Skip those and stock up on drinks naturally rich in electrolytes and other nutrients. Some great choices are coconut water. Look for brands made without added sugar. Cactus water made from antioxidant-packed prickly pear cactus fruit. Cacao water made from the white pulp of the cacao fruit, different from the cacao beans used to make chocolate and cocoa. The water has a refreshing sweet and tangy taste with hints of vanilla and tropical fruit. Sounds great. Watermelon water made from the fruit, which is up to 92% water. Watermelon or juice is chock full of vitamins and minerals. Green drinks nourish the immune system and are great ways to support immunity year-round. Greens, including cereal grasses, green vegetables, and spirulina, a microalgae, help alkalize your system, creating an inhospitable environment for pathogens and unhealthy cells. Greens also provide antioxidants, blood cleansing chlorophyll, and many other nutrients shown to nourish and boost immune cells, even on a genetic level. Power up with medical mushrooms. For energizing, immune and enhancing beverage, think mushroom powders. Medical mushrooms hold a secret weapon for modulating the immune system, beta-glucans. Found in fungi cell walls, beta-glucans have been shown in studies to have a harmonizing effect on the immune system. Research shows that beta-glucans from fungi help boost resistance to viral, bacterial, and even fungal infections, among other benefits. A side note, time to break the myth of boosting your immune system. Boosting your immune system can be dangerous for several reasons. Overstimulating your immune system can create confusion within your body, leading to a host of conditions, including autoimmune issues, or worse, a cytokine storm, where inflammatory cytokines, proteins, flood your bloodstream and wreak havoc on your organs. Most mushrooms are also a great source of vitamin D, which plays a key role in optimal immune function. They also contain dietary fiber to support digestive health and gut, and a healthy gut equals a strong immune system. They are related. And boy, I have information on that too. Furthermore, mushroom powders are known for their adaptogenic properties, which help the body adapt to stress and promote balance. Additionally, the anti-inflammatory properties of mushroom powders help balance the body's inflammation responses, support joint health, and speed recovery after exercise. A clinical study published in the International Journal of Medicinal Mushrooms showed that reishi, I don't know how to pronounce, Ganoderma lucidum, promoted healthy lymphocyte activity in young subjects, supporting its use as a safe and effective immune health supplement. Incorporating earthy mushroom powders into meals and beverages, hot or cold, is a tasty and convenient way to reap the nutritional benefits of these superfoods. So when we're talking about hydration, the Avini also has hydration, Avini Plus Hydration, it's called. It's a hydrating for immune health. And once again, you can get that at the www.avinihealth.com/AnleyMaster8084. Yeah. So you're told your family and friends that you've stopped eating sugar. But after lunch, and you sure miss that pick-me-up you got from that cookie, soda, or candy bar, your taste buds are wondering what happened. We want something sweet, and there are some good substitutes. After a while of no sugar, your taste buds will come alive. A cherry tomato, fresh peas, or a ripe cucumber will taste amazingly sweet. And when you give up the fake sugars, you will taste real food again. You will taste that pea, that tomato, the vibrancy of that food. That it's like the toxins in these fake foods, man-made, chemicalized foods. It's like a coating to your cells, or however you sense the tastes of food. It just wreaks havoc on them. So what about right now, while you're still in the interim? Replace sugar with a high quality fat like butter, avocados, nuts, olives, coconut oil, and bacon. Oh yes, don't eat those. Those are high fat, not good for you, right? Organic butter. I have a dab of organic butter in my organic oatmeal, along with my organic milk and my organic walnuts and my organic flax seeds. Nuts. Here, I have nuts. Oops. I always get this. This is my mixed nuts I have right here at my workstation. And bacon, organic bacon, because especially with a hog product, ham, pork chops, pork roast, bacon, a pig doesn't sweat. So whatever they eat stays in their body, gets processed, and goes into yours. So it's especially important to eat an organic pig. So notice I said high quality fats. There's a huge difference. The low quality fats are vegetable oils, corn oil, soybean oil, canola oil, or margarine, and these don't work. And by the way, canola oil is made from the rape seed. Doesn't that sound inviting? It is a horribly bad. And Crisco, I grew up my teen years with Crisco. We didn't know any better. So you wonder, won't I get fat eating these good fats? The answer is no. It's the cheap carbohydrates that make you fat. High quality fats do not. The junk food that you're buying at the fast food stores, it's what's putting on the weight, the inches, the fat. So eat your high quality foods and it melts off. I've already lost 6 pounds, not even trying. And I'm not that hungry. So I eat less because I eat quality when I do eat. And yes, I am human. I do indulge in certain circumstances that I do have the junk food also. So fats really satisfy the cravings for sugar. Changing the types of foods can disrupt your digestive system to be able to effectively digest fats. Apparently, some people do have difficulty digesting fat, especially if they have had their gallbladder removed. So you must consult with your healthcare provider if you're going to eat high fats. Another technique to keep sugar cravings down is staying hydrated, which I spoke a little bit ago. I've noticed that I'll try to substitute sugar when what I'm really craving is water. So try this tip. First thing in the morning, drink a quart of water. Then also drink big glasses of water about 15 minutes before each meal. It may take you a while to be able to drink a quart of water all at once. You can do it. Just start with what you can do and try to increase it. You wash your body, so why not flush wash the accumulated wastes and rehydrate all of your cells before starting the day. A third technique is to keep a list of all your favorite foods that are healthy and delicious and make sure to have those on hand all the time, like me and my nuts. For example, Brussels sprouts sauteed in butter with fresh garlic, oh yum, and it is so quick to pair. I clean the Brussels sprouts, cut off the stem part, and cut them in half, and put them in a plastic bag with some coconut oil, and then put them in the or butter even. Put them in a skillet with some garlic in there or onions, and then just brown them until they're tender. Oh, that's what we're going to have tonight too. A big fresh salad full of red and green leaves, topped with some crumbled bacon and sprinkled with just a dash of salt. Make your list and put it up on the fridge, in your smartphone, or on your desk at work. Let these delicious, nutrient-dense tastes outweigh that cheap, sugary stuff. My final suggestion for you when it comes to overcoming sugar cravings deals with getting rest. When you take away the false support of sugar energy, you'll find yourself getting tired. Know this and either allow yourself some extra nap time or get to bed a bit earlier than usual to help yourself out. Don't grab for that energy bar. That's nothing but toxic junk. You're going through some major changes. Honor that. Your body and soul are supporting you in this journey. Trust that everything is going to be okay. The world will be fine if you go to bed an hour earlier. So I want to thank you for listening to today's episode, and I'm sure you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a kind review and share with a friend. Like the podcast, please. And see you next time with another insightful episode of Common Sense Living, because most people don't have common sense, and I'm full of it. So once again, as a reminder, this podcast is brought to you by Avini Health, www.avinihealth.com/Ann Leemaster 8084, and Taming Diabetes Differently, the 60-day coaching course and or monthly coaching calls. And you can contact me at annleemaster@yahoo.com. So with that, we'll sign off for today. Toodaloo. Thank you for tuning in to my Common Sense Living podcast today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sure you learned something new. Please leave a kind review and share this episode with a friend. And be sure to subscribe yourself. You'll find me on iTunes, Spotify, and other platforms. And don't forget, we'll be here again next week with another insightful episode of Common Sense Living. I can hardly wait.